Okay, good morning. Welcome to
MathIdeas104.
Today we're going to do a little bit more on binary adding, okay? Just to make sure that we totally understand it. So before we move on to subtracting. Okay, so here, I'll take our Duplo blocks. So let's look at just a simple example of 1, 0, 1, 1 plus, how about plus 1, 0, 1. And that actually will be a really interesting example. Okay, and these are all numbers in binary, right? So this is the ones digit. Just to remind you, this is the twos digit, this is the fours digit, and this is the eights digit. Okay, so what is this top number? It's 1 times 8.
1 times 8.
Plus 0 times 4.
Yep.
Plus 1 times 2.
Plus 1 times 0. And that's going to be
1 times 1.
1 times 1.
Okay, so it's 8 plus 2 plus 1, which is?
8 plus 2 plus 1, which is 11.
11. What's this bottom number?
1.
It's 1 times?
1 times 4.
Plus 1 times?
1 times 1.
Okay, 1 times 4 plus 1 times 1, which is?
5.
5. Okay, and 11 plus 5 is?
16.
Okay, so we're hoping to get something. Oh, careful! Can't hit our little chessboard mat. Get this back. Okay, so when we add, what we'd like to do is just add each of the digits. Okay, now there's really a 0 here at the beginning of any number. Okay, so you ready? When we add the digits, we get 2. 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 plus 0 is 1. 0 plus 1 is 1. And 1 plus 0 is 1. So we get 1, 1, 1, 2. Okay, but what's the problem?
Well, we can't have 2s. We can
only have 0s and 1s in binary. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to change this 2. This is really in the ones digit, right? This means 2 times 1. That's what that digit means. Okay, we're going to change it and shift it 1 digit over and say 2 times 1 is the same as 1 times 2. This is the same as 1 times 2. So this is the same. I'm going to take this away, take this digit away and make it a 0. This is the same as 1, 1, 1, 0 plus 1, 0. Because 1, 0 is equal to 2. Does that make sense? This is 1 times 2. Okay? Hold on 1 second. I'm going to pull your chair over here so you're a little closer and sit up straight. I'm worried you're going to fall off your chair. Okay, is that better? Okay. Now, so we have to do 1, 1, 1, 0 plus 1, 0. So, I just got to erase a little bit because we don't have a whole lot of room. So we have 1, 1, 1, 0 plus 1, 0. And we're going to do the same trick. That's 1, 1, 2, 0. We got a 2 again. But this time, this 2 isn't 2 times 1. What is this 2? This is 2 times, which digit is this?
2 times 2.
That's the 2's digit. What is 2 times 2?
It's 4.
2 times 2 is the same as 1 times 4. So we're going to pluck this off and move it over here. Okay? So this is the same as 1, 1, 0, 0 plus 1, 0, 0 because 1, 0, 0 is equal to?
1, 0, 0 is equal to 4.
4. Okay? So let's write this. Sorry, I have to do all this erasing. 1, 0, 0. 1, 1, 0, 0 plus 1, 0, 0. And this is 1, 2, 0, 0. Right? Because we just had the 1s. We get a 2. Well, this 2 is equal to what? 2 times?
2 times
4. 2 times 4, which is?
Is 8.
8. 1 times 8. Okay, so this, we're going to pluck this 2 away, make it a 0. And add on an 8, which is 1, 0, 0, 0. Right? Because that's the 8th digit. But this is the same as 1, 0, 0, 0 plus 1, 0, 0, 0, which is 2, 0, 0, 0. Ah, we keep having the same problem. We keep getting these 2's. What is this 2?
That 2 is... That 2 is...
2 times?
2 times 16. No, 2 times 8.
2 times 8, which is 1
6.
times 16. So this is the same as 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. So we got, and now we have to make a 16s digit all the way up here. Okay. So we got 16, which is exactly what we thought we were going to get. Okay. Okay. Now, it's a little bit easier to understand how to do this if we do it with the binary, with our Duplo blocks. Okay. Now remember, what color is a 1?
Well, it's gonna be a yellow.
Okay, the yellows are 1s. All right, so give me a binary number, or a number in binary. And the yellows are going to be 1s, and the blues are going to represent 0s. Okay, so give me a number. Or you make any number you want out of blocks. You can make it 4 long, you can make it 5 long.
Let's see, 1, 0, 1, 1.
Okay, 1, 0, 1, 1, and what are we going to add to 1, 0, 1, 1?
We are gonna add, so we're gonna add 1, 1, 0, 1.
Ooh, this should be really interesting. Okay. But just to remind ourselves before we start adding our blocks, this is the 1s digit. Is that on the screen? Yeah, sort of. This is the 2s digit, this is the 4s digit, this is the 8s digit, and if we get over here, this will be the 16s digit. Okay. Let me just back this up a little bit there. Okay. So this top number is 1 times 8.
1 times 8.
Plus 0 times 4, plus 1 times 2, plus 1 times 1. So it's 8 plus 2 plus 1, which is?
8 plus 2 plus 1, which is 11.
Okay, we're back to 11. And this number is 1 times 8, plus 1 times 4, plus 1 times 1. So 8 plus 4 plus 1, which is?
8 plus 4 is 12.
Plus 1 is?
13.
13. So what's 11 plus 13?
That is going to be 24.
24. So we're hoping we get 24 when we add all this together. So let's see. Let's do our adding. All we do is we stack up the blocks. 1 plus 1 is?
2.
2. So that's 2 blocks. 1 plus 0 is?
1.
1. So we're just going to put 1 block there. Because when you stack the yellow on top of the blue is really a 0. 0 plus 1 is?
1.
1. And 1 plus 1 is?
2.
2. Okay, so we're going to take 2 blocks and stack them there. Now, the first thing I want you to notice is, did we get 24 when we did this? 2 times 8 is?
2 times 8 is 16.
16 plus 1 times 4, so 16 plus 4 is?
Is 20? No.
Yeah, 16 plus 4 is 20. Now we have 1 times 2, so 20 plus 2 is?
22.
And 22 plus 2 is?
24.
Okay, we got 24, but the only problem is we have these blocks that are too high. And we're not allowed to have blocks that are too high. So every time we have a block that's too high,
we shift it over and make it a 1.
we make it 1 high, 1 over, and replace it with a 0. Okay, so 1 high, 1 over, replace it with a 0. Oh, but wait a minute, now we have a block that's too high here. So we make it 1 high, shift it 1 over, and replace it with a 0. Okay, now we have a block that's too high here. So give me a blue block. Okay, so we replace it with a 0 and make it 1 high here. Now we have a block that's 3 high. Ah!
Now we shift 2 over.
Right, our rule says we just get rid of 2. That's the only thing we know how to do right now. Let's get rid of 2 and make it 1 over here. Okay? So this is what we did when we followed our rules. Does that make sense?
I think that's going to be this 32nd digit.
Right, the next one's going to be the 32nd, but this one's on the 16. So we get 16 plus 8 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0. And what is 16 plus 8?
16 plus 8 is 24.
24, right. So we just showed with Duplo blocks that 1011 plus 1101 is 11000. Is that starting to make a little more sense?
Mm-hmm.
You think you could do it by yourself?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, I'm going to give you a short challenge. I just want you to add these two all by yourself. Okay. Actually,
1, 1 plus 1, 0.
yeah, 1, 1 plus 1, 0. So what do you do?
1, 0 is 2.
Okay, right, so this is
2.
the top one is 1, 1, so that's 2 plus 1, which is 3. And the bottom one is 1, 0, which is 2. So we're hoping that we get 5, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so add those together.
So, 1 plus 0 is 1.
Very good.
Now 1 plus 1 is 2.
2, very good. That's a 2. Okay, so we get 2, 1. Is that the right answer?
Well, we gotta shift 1 over.
Okay, so what's wrong with this as our answer?
We have a block that's too high.
A block that's too high. So what do we do when a block is too high?
We shift it over and make it a 1.
You shift it over, make it a 1. Okay, so do that.
So, shift it over.
Shift it over, replace it with a 0, and make it a 1. Okay, good job. Good job, sweetie. So we just learned that 1, 1 plus 1, 0 is 1, 0, 1. And let's just check. 4 times 1 plus 2 times 0 plus 1 times 1. 4 plus 1 is
5.
4 plus 1 is 5. Okay, great job. Low 5.